and raised in Gopeng, this lady is a new addition to the KL city life. She still misses her hometown from time to time, but rocks her life as a chemistry school teacher with some Bollywood dance moves together with her students. Now, let's meet the sweet Baljeet Kaur in our next segment, Fitting Crown. I'm here with Miss Baljeet, so rather than me speaking about her, let's hear what she has to say about herself. So Miss Baljeet, can you share something about your background?
I was born in Ipoh and I have been living in Gopeng for the past 28 years of my life. I moved to KL 2 years ago as a chemistry teacher. I come from a really small family and my mom's my only support and inspiration in life. And I did my education in Gopeng, primary and secondary, and I did my degree in chemistry in University Tunku Abdul Rahman Taipa, and then I even did my master's there as well. And I hope someday I'll have the chance to do my PhD in chemistry as well.
Pretty sure I see that happening.
Hopefully.
It's interesting to see how a chemistry teacher like you is so involved in beauty pageants. Can you share some experience with me?
It started when I was really young, maybe I think around 14, 15. I met a few people who used to come to me and say, "You're quite tall, why don't you try in beauty pageants or some modeling?" So, and then my mom, she started saying like, "You should try, why not?" So I started participating in pageants and then some photo shoots here and there. I mean, in the beginning we started with some, portfolio photo shoots that you have to keep sending around. And I participated in Utah pageant, they had a pageant there. So that brought me to my second pageant, Miss Perak Sari Tourism. And I got third place there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I made a promise to myself that someday I will join Miss Malaysia Indian Global. So the subsequent year I joined MMIG.
And how was that like?
That was amazing. Actually, you get to meet some designers who design your clothes. You get to be on stage. Of course, you get a platform to voice out your opinions. And I guess it's even better because you meet people from different personalities, different walks of life, and you get to know what they do and what you share what you know with them. And there's a lot of challenges that you go through as well, and it's actually how you overcome these challenges. Yeah.
A school teacher on ramp. That's a very odd combination, but amazing. You also have some hidden talent, right? Henna art?
Yes.
You want to share about that?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm free, I will go around first, I'll look for a henna cone, I'll buy henna cones, and I'll start drawing.
Just on yourself?
Just on myself. So, and then you have some requests from your friends who go like, "Can you draw for me? Can you draw for me?" I've been doing that. When I was in uni, friends would come to my place and then they'll ask me to draw it for them. It actually all started with some doodling on paper, and then we thought like, since I can draw proper flowers on paper, why not on hand?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Beauty pageants, henna, what else does this Gopeng girl do during her free time?
Besides school, after school, I have quite a lot of time to conduct tuition classes from my mom's connection actually, because she was also a tuition teacher.
Oh, right.
So yeah, they used to study with her, and then when they went to secondary school, she looked for me. Yeah, she pushed them to me. So it started with actually a really small group. Somehow, I guess they got good results and they started calling their friends around, and now I have like a huge, not really huge, but I would say I'm content with the amount of students that I
So
have.
where do you conduct these classes?
If in KL, then I do personal tutoring. I go to their houses, and in my hometown, I actually have like a house. So they come over to my place and they have classes there.
That's really nice.
Small group, yeah.
Generally, a lot of people believe that teaching is a very boring line. But looking at you, you're a teacher who's also very much involved in beauty pageants. So how are you accepted between your colleagues?
I guess if you're nice to them, they'll be nice to you. My colleagues are amazing, they're nice. There's always someone's birthday and everyone's celebrates birthdays are celebrated. And colleagues are actually very helpful. When I first started, they guided me on where do I get my worksheets from, what do I need to do, what can I not do as a teacher, there's some rules and stuff. So they were very nice in that. They're very receiving, very helpful.
As a modern day teacher, how do you feel the generation gap between your students?
There's definitely a generation gap between the age. There's a difference, but I try to be their friend instead of their teacher. There's a time where you need to deliver, so you teach what you need to teach and everything. But then there's also a time where my students can act super friendly with me. So I think that's actually great because when you are friends you give them a platform to ask you questions whenever they need. When they can't find a friend in you, they can always ask you. They're not afraid of
As they
asking
get very
you.
comfortable then.
Yes, they're very comfortable in asking me questions. So I will actually try my best, despite being so busy. I will try my best to respond.
So apart from education, how do you engage yourself during free time? Well, do you do any activities with students?
They have this activity in school during ECA, basically extracurricular activities.
Right.
And I'm actually the teacher that helps the students in their dance club.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have some experience in a little bit of dancing.
What form of dances?
I'm good in Bollywood dancing, of course. And hip hop, slide, hip hop, Zumba, Zumba. Yeah.
So what's your take on these modern age girls coming to school with such a real fashion sense?
They still do come to school with nail polish, colored hair, and there's one rule that's everywhere, national school and international school, you have to tie your hair. It's, they still leave it open, and you have to keep reminding them, please tie your hair, don't wear nail polish to school. Rules are rules. We still have to follow them. Yeah.
So as a teacher, what's your take on parents, especially when their students are misbehaving at school?
It's usually there's two ways to this. Some parents, they're very cooperative. You inform them, like, your child has not been doing my homework, or your child is doing this and this and this. They usually do take some time to speak to their children about it, because they know that in the end it's only for their child's benefit. Yeah. There's a way of saying it, and parents are actually quite nice. They do care about their child's education. So whatever you inform them, they'll take some time.
Do you have any future plans or targets that you like to achieve?
First of all, I plan to start my PhD somewhere end of this year. Once I feel that I'm ready for a PhD, then I will start. And hopefully I will still be able to continue what I'm doing right now, the teaching, the PhD, the henna, the pageantry, even after marriage. Hopefully I find a life partner that is very supportive in all this. Somehow it all depends on me whether I know how to balance my studies and work and also personal time. So first of all, PhD.
I wish you all the best in that.
Thank you.
Miss Belgian, I wish you all the best for your PhD especially. I also really hope that you find a life partner that would help you to keep a balance in your life. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and you were definitely an amazing candidate on Fitting Crown segment. Hope to see you soon. Probably you could do henna for me?
Sure, anytime.